Hello everyone. Today I want to do a video on the new announcement made by Sonos for the Sonos Beam, which is, just in short, a new version of the play bass and play bar. And to be precise, it's actually a smaller version of both speakers. This means that in addition to the play bass and play bar, you will now be getting another option of, let's just say a mini soundbar. The Sonos Beam, which it's called, will be the new won't be a replacement for the playbar or playbase, but will simply be a new addition for people with smaller size living rooms or smaller size bedrooms. In short, probably someone like me who has right now a playbase, a Sonos sub, and the full surround experience. In my opinion, I kind of hoped for Sonos to actually add Atmos or to a lesser extent DTS to a new play bar or play bass. But this new Sonos Beam, like has been said at the announcement, won't be supporting anything else than Dolby Digital 5.1. This isn't that much of an issue to me as I mostly stream my content, and so far, up until now, the 4K Apple TV has only supported 5.1 playback. However, recently Apple actually announced that they would be supporting Atmos sound, which, in my opinion, is a big step up in terms of audio, even if it's a lossy standard from the Apple 4K TV. But all in all, the Sonos Beam won't be supporting anything else than Dolby Digital 5.1. And even though it does have a HDMI output, it probably won't be supporting any standards in the future. This is probably pretty logical as the Sonos Beam is still a pretty small speaker. It will probably not be very comparable to the Playbase or Playbar. And the HDMI input, which it does have, is pretty much only meant to turn on the TV with your voice, as the Sonos Beam is actually a smart speaker with a voice assistant, at first Alexa. My initial thoughts were hoping, like I said before, for Atmos or some other sound standards, especially as Atmos is becoming more and more available on streaming services and not just only on select 4K Blu-ray discs. So that was my initial hope. And the second one was actually having a smaller center speaker, which could also have the addition of having your own right and left channel using something like a Play 3 or Play 5 or Sonos One to actually act as true right and left speakers, which would be a welcome addition in my opinion. I do really understand that Sonos went for a different approach and just wanted to have a smaller sound package for people who don't have enough space for something like a play bar, which is all in all, pretty big speaker, and it outputs amazing sound. But for a lot of people, it probably won't be a very feasible solution as it goes pretty loud. However, for people who are kind of into home theater, like I am, a welcome addition would have been the support of Atmos, and even if you could just use your existing Sonos speakers, like the Play One or Sonos One, as maybe even wall ceiling mounted speakers for Atmos surround sound, it would have been a pretty welcome addition. I think the HDMI, which has been included in the new Sonos Beam, hopefully might one day support other audio formats than Dolby Digital 5.1. But so far, the addition of Alexa isn't really that much of a step in my opinion. I think it's a nice thing if you want to have all-in-one speaker, but then again, I don't believe Sonos is really meant to be just a single speaker system, and is mostly only interesting for people who have multiple speakers like me. So when looking at the multi-room aspect, you might as well buy a Sonos One, and you will also have a voice-activated speaker. because you can already pair Sonos ones with play bar, play bass, and you would still have these voice capabilities. Obviously, you cannot turn on your TV without a HDMI put running to your soundbar. So on that aspect, yeah, the Sonos Beam might make more sense. But if you're looking at it like you have to actually you'll have to lose some sound quality for activating your TV with your voice. So yeah, the trade-off is it's kind of bad in my opinion. But for people who haven't invested in Sonos yet and are looking for all-in-one compact soundbar, yeah, sure, it's not that bad of an idea, and hopefully it will probably sell well. One thing that I do really appreciate about Sonos is that they keep supporting their products for very, very long. The play bar is at least now like 5 to 6 years old, so that's pretty much a testament to how old Sonos products can be and still function extremely well and still be updated. So yeah, aside from the slightly disappointing announcement today, I think the Sonos Beam is a good idea from Sonos and will probably attract a lot of consumers into their ecosystem. But for existing Sonos buyers, I don't think it's that much of a game changer, or it won't really entice people to actually invest further into Sonos. Me personally, I would probably not opt to buy a Sonos Beam in a bedroom. I would probably go for the full full experience which a Sonos Playbase or Sonos Playbar could offer. For the price of a new Sonos Beam, you could probably buy a used Playbar, and even Sonos says themselves that the quality of a Playbar will probably be much better than a Sonos Beam. So yeah, voice is obviously the next big thing, and to actually compete, Sonos will probably keep on making their new speakers more smart. But I just hope they will eventually include some other home theater options like Atmos, and that they keep their focus on sound quality, because introducing a new speaker which is worse than your existing soundbars, yeah, it's kind of trade-off, and I don't think there's a lot of Sonos owners which will actually downgrade their playbar or playbase to a Sonos Beam. So there's that. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts about this new speaker which Sonos has announced. I might be doing a review on it and try to get my hands on a review sample soon. But yeah, we'll just have to see whether the new Sonos Sonos Beam will be a good speaker, and whether it will actually be able to compete with the existing Sonos home theater solutions. You can pair a Sonos sub and two surrounds to your Sonos Beam. So in terms of overall sound quality, if you have the complete system, it probably won't be such a downgrade sound quality. But yeah, then again, the convenience of having to turn your TV on with your voice will probably have a major trade down in terms of sound quality. So that might be a decision for people to pick between a fully fledged playbar playbase or a Sonos Beam. But please let me know how you think about this recent development, this announcement of the Sonos Beam, and whether you actually were satisfied with the announcement they made. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, and please let me know in the comments how you think about this new announcement. I might try to get my hands on Sonos Beam, and I will try to make a comparison between the Playbar and the Sonos Beam if I get my hands on it. And I will give you my verdict whether the sound quality is actually widely different, and whether it's actually worth it adding a sub and two surrounds to a Sonos Beam, because adding those speakers might actually make up for the sound deficiencies with the Sonos Beam when compared to a fully fledged playbase or playbar. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day and see you in the next videos.